And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Cousins to throw it this time. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. Some strong running at the 20. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Now out come the Giants. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Here's Barkley. And it's incomplete on the trickeration. Maybe time to put that play on the back burner for a while. That was nearly a disaster.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Hey, we're good. Black, black. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Black, black. We're going. We're going. Let's go. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow.
On third down, Cousins. Forced out to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught on the right side, Reed. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard. Over. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. 36. Gun.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time. But...
yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, yo. Hey, we're good. Rhino.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Barkley. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
3rd and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Two. We're going. Let's go. Gun.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And Robinson with a big catch. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To throw is Cousins. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return is Henderson. Dances by him, and he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
First. Yellow. Black. Gun.
Cousins on first down. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Patriot!
Back to throw now on second and 10. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago. Now two here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Black.
A toss out to Barkley. He's to the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Yellow. Hey, we're good.
Cousins to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton. Chet, and that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Gun!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 68 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
He's going to get it running right. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch your distance.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got it to Hilton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. And got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Cousins now to throw on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
Yellow. Black, 82. We're going, let's go.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Cousins to Barkley on the check down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All right, now look at 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Saquon Barkley deep to return. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. He finds Beckham, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 36 yards out. And Parkey's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Parkey now set to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Airing one out for Crowder. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 69 yards.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll check it down to Geis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. On the move to his left. That is incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking to come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Watch twin. 52's the mic.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Move.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
All right, now look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Flag 99 Philly, here we go.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Let's go.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st down. Here's Cousins. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
Whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back to throw now on first down. Incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Airing one out for Crowder. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. This one caught by Crowder. And down inside the 15 he goes. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
No. Check. Patriot.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. I'm here all day.
Gun.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. Again. Of 6 there on first. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll drop to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
Looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 48 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Reed. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw again, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll go with the keeper. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They come out here in the I. Running for it. Here's Hyde. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. Well, they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've done.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Troy Apke. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Wide.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Yellow. Reach in there. Yellow. We're going. Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Cousins eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Spurs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Redskins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be third and forever.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Jordan Reed has it. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the side.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Patriot! Patriot!
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. He finds Perine out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air.